Welcome to the rainforest. So what habitat are we in now?
The rainforest.
There is a word inside of rainforest. What is it?
Forest.
Rain. It's rain, which means the forest will be filled with lots of
Rain.
All right. Rainforests are mainly found near the equator in warm, rainy parts of the world. The equator on the map, if you look at it, is where mostly warm tropical places are. That is why the rainforest is a warm tropical place. All right, paragraph 6, here we go. Nearly 1/3 of the planet is covered in forest habitats. There are many different kinds of forests. A tropical rainforest is hot and rainy. The temperature averages about 200 degrees Celsius, which is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. A lot of rain falls. A tropical rainforest has up to 1,016 centimeters, which is 400 inches of rain in a year. Trees and other plants stay green all year long. Many different types of one-of-a-kind unique plants and animals live in these tropical habitats. I see a lot of descriptive words here. I see a lot of adjectives. The first one, how does the author describe the rainforest? He says it is a tropical rainforest. So right in your head, you should be thinking tropical means warm. So this environment is a warm environment. That is how us as teachers think when we are reading through something, okay? It says that it has unique plants and animals. What does that mean? What does unique mean? Yes.
Different.
Different, special, okay? And then here it says tropical again. Now I'm looking at these animals here. I'm looking at a monkey, I'm looking at a macaw, I'm looking at a jaguar, and the first thing that comes to my mind is these are some exotic, beautiful looking animals. What does exotic mean? They're rare, they're different. We don't see them here much, okay? But in the rainforest, there'll probably be plentiful and abundance of these beautiful animals. Look at these purple trees and red trees and all this greenery here in the background. And the text told me, what about these green trees? Something special. Who knows? Yes.
They sometimes have marks on them.
That you did not get that from this text. Remember, when it comes to text evidence, you have to get it from this text. We can use prior knowledge with other things, but when it comes to text evidence, it must come from here. The text told us something special about these green trees. Yes.
The plant is covered.
Nope. Yes.
They are unique.
Yes, unique and what else? Yes.
That those trees and other plants stay green.
Thank you. They stay green all year long. Why? Environmental. It's environmental. The sun is constantly out warming up the trees, and it's constantly raining. That is a perfect environment for trees to constantly keep growing. Okay? What type of habitat is a tropical rainforest? How would you describe it? How would you describe this tropical rainforest? Yes.
It rains a lot.
It's rainy. Anything else? Yes.
But a tropical rainforest is hot.
Hot. So it's hot and it's rainy. What is the average temperature in a tropical rainforest? Go back and find me that text evidence. What is the average temperature in a tropical rainforest? Yes.
23 Celsius and 73 Fahrenheit.
Good. That little circle that you see there between the number and the F, that means degrees. Say it.
Degrees.
So how you would say that is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. You see that? Every time you see it, you say degrees. Okay? Very good. How much rain is received in 1 year in the rainforest? Yes.
1,016 centimeters and 400.
Very good. 400 inches of rain in 1 year. Now, What is the paragraph mostly about? What is the central idea of paragraph 6?
Yeah.
All right, it says, welcome to the coral reef. Let's figure out where the coral reef is. My heading says, welcome to the coral reef. A heading basically just tells you more about what you're going to be reading about in this little selection right here, okay? Let us read. A coral reef is a place beneath the water in the ocean. It looks like a rock, but it is not. Stop. The very first sentence, it says a coral reef is. That is a clue. That is a context clue. It's a dead giveaway to tell us, the author is giving us a definition of what a coral reef is. A coral reef is a place beneath, under the water in the ocean. Okay? He is now describing what it's like there. It looks like, right? He's getting ready to describe something to you. It looks like a rock, but it is not. What is he comparing it to? A rock. But he's telling you, don't be fooled. It's not a rock. Continue. A coral reef is made of very tiny animals called coral. Hundreds or thousands of corals come together and form a reef. Hundreds of other kinds of animals live at a coral reef. Many sea plants live there too. Coral reefs are found in warm, shallow water where the sun's light can easily reach. They are one of the richest habitats on Earth. So does the water have money to be rich?
No.
So what the author is using here is called figurative language. When he says rich, he actually means great in variety of life, lots of living things there. Okay? The word form, it says, hundreds of thousands of corals come together and form a reef. Form means to make. It comes together to make something. They all come together and they make this beautiful reef. So the author here has provided us with a photograph and a caption. Remember, the caption tells us more about what the photograph is. The photograph is connected. The photograph is related to the text. All right, let's read what it says. It says, a coral reef is a very colorful place. It has been called the jewel box of the sea. Thinking to myself, why is it called the jewel box? Because, oh, you know? Why?
The reason why it's called a jewel box is because that it's pretty.
Yes, pretty, yes. Anything else? Close. If you look inside a jewel box, it's bright. It's colorful. It's full of lots of pretty, beautiful things, just like she said. So when we look here at the picture, is that what you see?
Yes.
That's what I see. So now I can see why they would make that comparison, right? You see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. It says towards the bottom of the paragraph, coral reefs are found in warm, shallow water where the sun's light can easily reach. Those words, warm and shallow, those words are adjectives. What is it describing? Yes.
The water.
The water. So shallow means not very deep at all. When you go to the beach with your mom or your dad or your family, when you first walk into the beach, that shore area is very shallow, meaning you can still stand up and still be in the water. But once you pass that little shoreline, it's like you just drop. If you don't know how to swim, you're in trouble. So where is the coral reef located? In warm, shallow waters. You see that? Yes.
When I was sitting down at the beach, there was like a big drop in the water.
Yes, there is. I have experienced that myself. So when I look at this big, beautiful photograph here, I see colorful fish. I see a coral reef here. I see rocks in the background. I probably see over here, it looks like a tiny fish that the bigger fish hunt to eat. Okay? as we can see, each habitat has different conditions for the plants and animals to live there. And it may not say it here, but the coral reef also provides protection for some animals. They go through the coral reefs and they hide there when the bigger animals come across sometimes. Okay? What is the central idea of paragraph 7? Look for repeated words. Look for picture clues. You may have to reread it to yourself before you decide. The central idea of paragraph 7, yes.
It's about the habitat of the coral reef is like a habitat to the fish and animals of the sea.
So the coral reefs are a rich ocean habitat, just like she said, made of tiny coral animals that provide a home for many animals and plants. Very good. Find me a detail to support that central idea. Find me at least one detail that supports what she just said about the central idea. Go back and look for your text evidence. Yes. Yes.
A coral is very tiny animal.
Called coral. Right, good. Make sure when you give that text evidence that you give the full, complete sentence. Okay, I'm going to give you a summary to just sum up everything that we read today. Habitats are places where plants and animals live and get what they need to survive. There are many different types of habitats, including grasslands, rainforests, and coral reefs.
A habitat is the unique area of a species, animal, or plant. A habitat meets all the environmental conditions an organism needs to survive. For an animal, that means everything it needs to find and gather food, select a mate, and successfully reproduce. Let us learn the different habitats.
Oh, cheese! Let me see. I need cheese.
I think this matches. Oh,
Okay, now does that sound mew? You hear mew, so it can't be a short vowel. Good. That's how you do it. Good. Good. Good.
JoJo didn't seem like herself. I saw her.
So today we're looking at the